Thanks for joining us again for Coffee with Capital. Today we will be discussing option fee do's and don'ts. This is information you won't want to miss, so stay tuned. The option fee. Pay it within 3 days after the effective date of the contract. We all know that's what's required by the contract in order to have a valid option period. Now, let's discuss what can happen when the option fee is not paid within the 3 days. First, if the buyer does not timely pay the option fee, it does not mean the buyer and seller do not have a valid contract, nor does it mean that the buyer is in default. If the buyer does not timely pay the option fee, then the buyer simply does not have an option period, or the unrestricted right to terminate the contract. Secondly, if the buyer does not pay the option fee within the 3 days after the effective date of the contract, but pays the option fee on the 4th day or later, and the seller accepts the late delivered payment, then they have ratified the option period. As a listing agent, please be sure before accepting the option fee on behalf of your seller after the 3 days that this is the wish of your seller. There is a real possibility that you will ratify the option period on behalf of your seller if you accept the option fee after the 3 days that the contract allows for. The seller may not have wanted the buyer to have the option period after the passing of the 3 days, so just watch out for this. Thirdly, what if the option fee is timely paid within the 3 days after the effective date of the contract, but the seller never cashes the check? As long as the seller receives the option fee within the 3 days, the buyer has the unrestricted right to terminate the contract within the option period, regardless if the seller never cashes the check. Typically, proof of receipt is the signed receipt by the seller, but delivery is what is key when discussing the option fee. Delivery to the seller or to the listing agent on behalf of the seller is all that's required for the buyer to have a valid option period. Finally, a very important option fee issue that we need to discuss is sometimes the option fee gets dropped off at the title company or even wired in with the earnest money. It's important to note that this does not satisfy the delivery requirement per the contract. This potentially can create a delay that is detrimental to your buyer. Delivery to the title company does not satisfy the delivery requirement. Thanks again for watching Coffee with Capital. My name is Kelly Yount, and as always, you're welcome to reach out to me anytime with any questions or concerns you have. I look forward to speaking with you, and please tune in next